Hey, so we are going to go over the Sun Salutations. We're going to talk a little bit about where, why, and how you might do them. And I want to go ahead and look at a few different visuals so you can kind of get a glimpse on how you can perform these Sun Salutations. So immediately I typed in Sun Salutation and sequence came up pretty quickly in Google. So I went over to images and we can see there's quite a bit of help here. There's printables, there's A and B here. We're going to go ahead and click on this one right here. And right away, I can see how this can be helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a bigger look so we can take a look together. And let's go ahead and discuss a little bit of the sequence. A couple things though I want to point out. You see right here in Tadasana, mountain pose, also Samastitihi, and Astanga. When you're standing tall in mountain, notice the beginning and the end, the same pose, okay? Now when you go to Urdhva and you start putting the hands up, look again. Okay, now you go Adho, you're going into a forward fold, look again. We're going to go right into flat back. Now take a look. Let's discuss this. So we have mountain, hands up, forward fold, flat back. Chaturanga, these three right here, Chaturanga. Now everything in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chaturanga. Now Chaturanga is going to be our plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Okay. Tadasana. Hands are coming up. Forward fold. Flat back. Plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now reverse it. Flat back. Forward fold. Arms up. Mountain pose. Okay? This is how you're going to perform Sun Salutations 1 every time. Try to keep in mind 1, 2, 3, 4, Chaturanga. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? This is Surya Namaskara A. Sun Salutations A. When you go to Sun Salutation B, it's going to be a little bit more vigorous. We're going to discuss that. So Sun Salutation B is definitely similar to Sun Salutation A, but it's going to be a higher level of intensity, and I'm going to explain why. You're going to start again in mountain. This time we're going to go to chair. Now we go into forward fold, flat back. See a difference? Okay. Mountain, chair, forward fold, flat back. Now we're going to do our rotations. Plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. We're going to go right into Warrior 1. Once again, Chaturanga, plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. The other side, Warrior 1, plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Now this time you hold the downward facing dog 5 breaths, just like up here. Every time we go into downward facing dog, 3 to 5 breaths, ideally 5 breaths. Here, we're finally here, 5 breaths. When you're done, similar to this routine, flat back, forward fold, chair, going back to here, and mountain pose. So keeping that in mind, it actually looks like it's not a bad little flyer. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at a couple other ones. Some of these are not bad. There's one that I specifically really like. Now, most of these are going to be, from what it looks like, Sun Salutation A. So you might have to do a little bit of searching until you can really find one that you're really excited about. Out of the ones I'm looking at quickly, I actually do think this is probably the best one that's the least complicated to understand, with Surya Namaskara A and B. So not a bad little helper. Let's go ahead and go back and let's go ahead and do a little bit of a recap. Surya Namaskara A, mountain, hands up, forward fold, flat back. Now we're going to do chaturanga, plank, up dog, down dog. Reversing everything, flat back, forward fold, hands up, mountain pose. Okay, let's try this again. Sun Salutation B, mountain, chair, flat back, mountain, chair, forward fold, flat back. We're going to do 3 chaturangas now. Plank, up dog, down dog, immediately, warrior 1. Go back to chaturanga. Plank, up dog, down dog, immediately, warrior 1 on the other side. Back to chaturanga. Plank, up dog, down dog. Now we hold. Now we hold for 5 breaths. When we're down to 5 breaths, flat back, forward fold, chair, back to Tadasana mountain pose. So overall, I hope this has been helpful for you to get a glimpse of what it's like for the Sun Salutations, to kind of get a little bit of a visual aid to help with any of the Sun Salutations if this is something that has been a trouble spot for you. Overall, it's a really good source of help to have a visual aid when you're doing these Sun Salutations. So please like the video, comment, subscribe, and let us know how you feel about some of these suggestions.